In today's game, a very good defense will be on the field. The Buccaneers are top 10 in fewest points allowed, and they'll be up against a Packers offense that wants to hang a big number on them. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Tonight, the stage is set for our final Thursday night game of the year between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. And one advantage for this offensive unit is the big target, Mike Evans.
Play to his strength, his size and catch radius. Throw it up there, let him go get it.
Ready. Move ready. Hey. You got three. Three down. Boys, head up.
Now a second down throw for Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
And they'll run it here. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Clinton Dix attracted a lot of attention when he was about to enter the NFL for his ability in the air. He's actually shown that he can tackle pretty well in the league, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. To throw is Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Trevor Davis, deep for Green Bay. And he gets it away, and it's a laser. Headed for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
319.
Rodgers now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Second down now after the incompletion. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And, boy, the payoff was good.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
This is Coleman. And some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Packers are going to have a first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
Stephon Tuitt's ability to play defensive end, yet rise up and knock passes away when quarterbacks try to throw them, he makes it hard to get around.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Now Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Coleman now. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Second down, 9 yards to go. On second down, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, this win is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. He'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Jameis to throw it. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
12 yards to go on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, Winston surveying the field. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Winston again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Throwing, Winston. He sets to fire deep. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And this will be incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's incomplete.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now When you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Got to like what you just saw there if you like zone defense.
Taken right around the 44. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. He's going to take another shot here. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Another pistol look here. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Not only was that a 3 and out, it was their 3rd straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Coleman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. They will run again with Coleman. And some room to maneuver. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I love when a play results in a gain that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They come out here in the eye. Here's Coleman. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Drops it off for Coleman. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. He's got the completion to Strong. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
This will be caught at the 2. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. It's Coleman here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Shreds the tackle, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he won't go down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
They'll try to throw now. Winston finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Cody Latimer, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught left side by Cobb. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. yards remaining here on second down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
In the red zone this time. And they'll go on the ground. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
So 2nd and 10 here. The 2nd down throw for Winston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 1st down, Winston. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. To the air again with Winston. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught at the 20. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
2nd down following the incompletion. On 2nd down, Winston again. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now Winston. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up a 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 37. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Second down following the run. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And they'll run it here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit, throwing it a little bit more.
Jameis to throw it. And Winston lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Third and long for Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And tough starting field position here. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing now is Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
319.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. He finds Coleman. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They go play action here on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A 1st down throw for Winston. Evans has it left side. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Ready? You ready? Let's go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Looking for some. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. One man of the backfield, that's Martin. On 3rd down, Winston. And he's got his man on the out route. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Jameis to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Roberto Aguayo out now for the Buccaneer field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Aguayo's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A very solid gain of 27. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second and 5. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a former New Mexico Lobo, it's Jarrell Presley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way. Break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Normally when you put together a 3-4 defense, you want massive people up front who can eat up blockers, allow the linebackers to run free. But how about the big fella right there? Breaking all codes and getting into the backfield and making the play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And Crosby puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there.
Jameis now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
One receiver to the left is Evans. To throw, Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
Now Jameis on second down. And he gets it complete to Latimer. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. So completion on second down, that brings up third. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On third down, Winston. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Getting late in the fourth now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Flip, flip, flip. Check 4. Ready.
They'll throw again. Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. To the air again with Winston. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part. Because now you've given hope to the offense, maybe help create a big play for them, instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw is Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Rodgers looking to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But I decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
They come out here in the I. And on the ground they go with a running back across the... And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get... Well, the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Here's Jacob Shum now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And, Charles, in this situation, this is where the word miracle comes into play.
Have to score real fast, maybe throw a jump ball in the end zone and hope for the best.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Over the middle to Evans. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Play action now. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. He's got Evans. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. 1 last shot now for Winston. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. But, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL.